I'm here today with Jeremy Cooper, who's the CEO of RSPCA, and his top dog, Daisy. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for making time to have a chat with me.
Pleasure.
So, Daisy, sorry, most important thing. What breed is she? She's gorgeous.
Daisy is an Airedale Terrier and probably the most important member of our family.
Absolutely.
Very hierarchical. I sit at the bottom.
Oh, it's a bit like mine at home. So growing up, where did your love affair with animals begin?
Probably day one that we've always had a dog,
Yep.
primarily. And as I say, we travelled the world with my father being in the army, and we always had rescue dogs. But we also had a long period of time in East Sussex where we lived on a dairy farm, which was quite nice. So as a young lad growing up, having the freedom to roam the farm,
Yeah.
you know, meet the cattle, meet the dogs and other animals, it was great. So
Naturally, you're
Yeah,
always
we've
interested in animal
always
welfare.
just had animals around us, and my father being in a cavalry regiment, we always had horses, so there was always horses around. So it was just animals were part of life every day.
You oversee all of the departments here. Have you been out and about with any of the officers?
Yeah, my mission was early days was to get out and really understand how the society worked and what everybody did, and then how it connected. So my last sort of 7 months has been pretty much spending time out almost every week. So from the initial time that I spent at the call centre, so you can see when the calls come in from the members of the public.
How is that? It must be quite tense. So a call.
It can be. You know, they're in quite a pressurised environment. They need to get as much information as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
They need to log it, obviously capture the details, and get as much information so they can prioritise what are the more urgent calls.
Yeah.
Clearly, they capture it too for future reference in case they get revisits on those particular calls or situations.
Yeah.
And those guys take about 1.3 million calls a year.
You're joking.
No, and you know, with that, once the calls are logged and the information taken, they'll prioritise, and then they'll contact the inspectorate team and take it through there. And year before last, that was, you know, we're looking at around 150,000 animal welfare cases that are investigated.
It's ridiculous.
So it's massive, and it's a huge challenge, and they are highly efficient, highly effective up there. They work fantastically in collaboration with the field teams and predominantly the inspectorate. And those guys then prioritise the calls and get out there and do the work. So yes, I've done the call centre work. I've seen that and listened to some horrendous calls from just badly treated animals, neglected animals, injured wildlife, to dreadful case where a chap had beaten his girlfriend senseless and then killed the dog because he felt that was the way of finishing off the relationship. Yeah.
So how do you stay calm at this point? Because I'm quite emotional.
Yeah.
I can't imagine getting that call and actually being level-headed, going, okay, now I'm going to delegate that out. How do you do that? I just wow.
Yeah, you have to admire the people that take the calls and do the work.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at everybody through the chain, whether it be the guys at the call centre, the inspectorate people, the people in the branches that take these animals in and rehabilitate them and rehome them, you have to go and see it to understand how these people operate. Their dedication, their commitment is just unbelievable, which is why I always say the job is humbling, because when you go and see it, you, like I, could get quite angry.
Yeah.
These guys have to stay focused.
Yeah.
They're professional people.
Yeah, I
they
think that's
know
the
what they're
key.
doing. They're dealing with it day in, day out, and they have to deal with it from a practical basis because they're trying to get a speedy recovery for the animal. So yeah, I find it really tough. I probably don't find it so much as anger as such. I find it actually quite upsetting and quite emotional.
Yeah.
Again, going through the chain, you know, having taken the call and then gone out and spent time with the inspectorate, it could be something simple like going to rescue a seagull off a balcony, which is nice and simple, and take it to the local vet. Or it could be something even more horrendous. And you know, we deal with some of the most awful cases. Witnessed one where a horse had been dragged behind a 4x4 vehicle down a dual carriageway, and it seriously injured the horse. But then, having seen the rehabilitation work that the equine centre put into that horse over a period of time, long period of time,
but he got back on his feet.
That animal has now regained its confidence, is scarred physically, probably less so mentally, and is now in a fantastically wonderful, loving home with other horses. So, you know, it does go somewhere positive.
It can go full circle.
Yeah.
How can someone get involved that's aspiring to don't know.
There is an awful lot. I mean, I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have time to go through it all. A lot of it I've already mentioned. If you're local to here, then contact us here. Visit our website, certainly, and look at what's there. If you're looking for a career, there is all sorts of things you could look at, and lots of careers within the society are cross-functional. We're working very closely with the new apprenticeship scheme. If you just want to do some work because you're retired and you want to keep busy, fit and healthy, then your local branch will always have a dog that wants walking. They will always have a cat that wants some attention.
Yeah.
They will always have something that they could do with your help with. It can be all sorts of things. Certainly wildlife centres need volunteers to help feed the animals and so on. So there is never a dull day in any element of the society where some support or help or some free help, if you like, it would always
It's
be
all
greatly
valuable.
appreciated. Oh, immensely. You know, as I say, we can't do the work that we do without everybody. It's a jigsaw puzzle, and it's a genuine, I call it, a team that take these rescued animals, they rehabilitate them, they rehome them. To the work that gets done here to support them, and all the other sort of support centres around the country.
Big team effort to make this organisation.
And none of it would work without us all coming together.
Absolutely.
None of it would work without the fantastic donors and supporters we have. Nothing would happen without the great volunteers that we have.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it.